Yeah, let's just run it and let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. It's easier to complain if something's broken afterwards, I guess. Okay, testy. Theme, testy, Maverick. Our admin store. I'm gonna go blow up a rhino after this. I need some stress relief. But first, hey, oh, yes, yes, yes. Ah, okay. I don't think I made a +++ for these yet, did I? I don't remember. But yeah, okay. I see machine gun plus, which as intended has more damage. I see machine gun plus, which as intended has more refire rate and more damage. I see the info cards looking right. I did. Oh, maybe it's just further down. There it is. I see machine gun plus. That has refire, extra damage, and what did I give it? Extra velocity? Projectile speed, yeah. 2793, goodness me. Which means it gets more range right now, because I'm happy with that balancing right now. Oh man, plus gear is so good right now compared to normal shit. It's so good. I want it that way. I want it to be exciting. We'll balance it later if it's a problem, but right now I want it to be rare. I want it to be rare as fuck and exciting. But you also gotta make sure, of course, as your philosophy, that you don't invalidate starter gear, because that's lame. If it's just like to play the game or to play PvP, you have to have plus gear. That's just fucking lame. You don't have like a gear floor that you have to enjoy the game. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Right now, hey, cool new stuff. Rare, yay. If it's a problem later, I'll fix it. See something explodes when you buy it? Yeah, that's what I'll do. What I'll do with Testy here. Light AC. This all seems to be working well. Wait. Yep. Light AC, more damage, more refire. Cool. I'm gonna have to fix the sound effects for them and stuff too later. Because the ACs and the lasers and PPC stuff, they all have like specific sound effects and visual effects that like tie to the refire rate, but we can fix that later. Ooh, yeah, show me the new shredder. What does the new shredder look like? This is a normal shredder. Where is the new shredder? Shredder Plus gets like another 1,000 damage. Yum. Uses more energy though. Actually uses like quite a lot of energy. Shredder Plus gets a bit more refire. You get a bit more DPS out of it, you can see. Now the big one is how much velocity do you get off this? Because it's all percentage based, so probably not that much. Because the velocity is what really holds the Shredder Plus back. And this takes it from 16 to 80 to 2234. That's really good. Let's buy this shit and try it out so I can let Freddy go to bed. Let's just do like a plus build. Not with Testy. Get my Falcon Plus. It's almost matching with regular Justice in it. what the Shredder AC? Oh, like the velocity. I think you meant like the DPS. Like Justice is just that good. Kazan says, I think I know what I want for Christmas. Oh shit! That's accidental. But you know what? At that point, if you've got, like, I want the plus gear to be pretty damn rare, and I want the triple plus gear to be incredibly rare. So you know fucking what? If you found a triple plus AC in like the full mods balance, triple plus shredder AC, you know what? Maybe you get to match it with your Justices. What's the worst that could happen? You know what? Let people be fucking excited for shit. Because it's fun to do shit like that that isn't just like, oh, you know, your damage went up by like 15%. Like, it's fun to have like new behaviors that you can enjoy, I think. So I want to do Lost Tech as well. I want to be able to like have you find like the SRM-X and it can like do thrust vectoring and like flip 180 off the pylon and like hit someone behind you. Like, that just sounds fun as fuck. Balancing is the responsible grown-up work of that. But the idea is fun as fuck. Okay, so let's buy Shredder plus. Yeah, now we gotta get ways to serve people this. I don't even know if I'm gonna let you really get much plus gear and color. I guess I will. Plus, I mean. I guess I will if like the bosses, once I make the bosses harder. Buy that, cool. Hey, we've got the ammo as well, terrific. We needed that, I forgot. What else is there? Whatever pluses do we have to try? Oh, we can try... Yeah, let's try like an Aux laser. I need to override this so it's different, but right now it'll just have like some more damage, right? Am I in an Eagle? No, I'm in a Falcon. That's fine. Do you have plus missiles? Yeah. We have plus missiles right now. I need to manually make plus and plus. So they're not in yet, but they're coming soon. I know what I want to do with them design-wise. Captain says, I'll work on the Ace tomorrow, so we have someone that can drop a plus or something. Yeah. I mean, we'll probably end up putting the Ace in as a really rare spawn, where, like, you can occasionally see the Ace. I might end up, like, putting them throughout the fields, Katzen, but, like, super rare, rather than it being, like... I don't want people to be able to, like, farm the Ace reliably, you know what I mean? It's more like, oh, there's the Ace, get him. We'll see. I'll try to make it fun however I implement them. Maybe we'll just have them in the Kepler field anyway, maybe both. But yeah, the Ace is one of the ways I'm planning to serve some of this better gear for now. Until we can also get, like, other ways to do it, too. I should drop a plus. Weird, I didn't already have this shit, considering this is my test guy. Mine. Gallius has got me into using mines now. I need to use them. SRM Launcher Plus, speaking of. SRM Pylon Plus. All my shit is custom. All my shit is fucking custom. I would like to try a laser. Just let me try a laser just for, like, the sake of argument, I guess. Guess I didn't force you to. No, but you showed me, like, I need to be using mines. And I've been using them against NPCs, and they help a lot. Captain says, Tony Ace from Space, Guoga, Navy Deserter, and Maverick is coming for your consumer goods. 5. Hey! You steal an iPad in my territory? Give me that Zune. Where is the laser? Let's just test the laser out just for the sake of testing. Let's test out this $2 million laser. Stupid.
Loaded into cargo hold. Loaded into cargo hold.
Boom. I've already got a new shield, that's fine. Okay, and we'll just repair, and we'll undock and just see if anything crashes, and then I can let Freddy go to bed. Thank you for your work on this, Cats. I appreciate it a lot. Beam, what am I, plus?
Good luck out there.
Let's go shoot some people with this and see if it works.
This is Pueblo. You are
Pueblo.
clear for launch. Good luck out there.
We have flashpoints, which have plus. These are triple pluses, so they have plus potential speed as well, right? Yeah, you really notice it too. 2660 MMS. In my testing, you really notice it. We've got an M laser plus. We've got a... No, put that on 3. We've got the Shredder plus. Captain says, yeah, costs are pretty prohibitive right now. Maybe consider lowering the value of the gun. After all, kill by it anyway. Point is, if someone damages it even slightly, or something like $500,000, that will happen. Oh, that's a good point. I didn't think of that, yeah. I didn't think about that on the plus gear either. It's going to be like exorbitant repair costs. I wonder if we can fix that. That's bad. That's very bad that happens. I didn't think of that. That's an existing problem we have right now I need to fix. Hopefully there's like an I&I value we can like tone that down on or something. But yeah, the plus and above gear you're not meant to be able to buy, that's right. So I can set the value lower. Though I like having the value high as well, because it does mean if you get this shit for loot and you just want to sell it, you can sell it for a good bit of scratch as well. But you're right, we need to fix that. It'll suck when you have plus gear and you get damaged. It's going to be awful. I like the plus missile pylons because they go down from 120 seconds refire to 90 seconds refire, which I really appreciate. Same as the SRM launcher goes down, the plus version goes down from 12 seconds to 9 seconds, which is quite nice. Captain says, I mean, we wanted to move away from components getting destroyed anyway and move to some cool client hook system where stuff can only get disabled. Yeah, probably what I can do is just go through all of the gear and give it like tons of hit points and tons of explosion resist. And then you shouldn't lose shit anyway. I've kind of been meaning to do that this whole time. I just never got around to it. So I should finally just get off my ass and do that. And give all of our gear the intended, like, unkillableness that I intended. And that'll help with the repair thing in its own way. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah. Because I do want that shit disabled, but I don't want it destroyed. Because it's just lame. It just makes you fly into a sun. It's stupid. Though for NPCs it can still happen. So, anyway. Let's see if I can't get a little encounter here and kill him. See if I can't wipe the floor. And you'll notice that the Countermeasure Plus dropper gets double ammo. Hooray! So you can just go all you fucking want. It's also got more effectiveness. Which I know a lot of people will probably appreciate, because even though the default countermeasure dropper says it's 35%, it really feels like it fucking isn't sometimes. I'm probably going to increase the effective range on countermeasure droppers, because right now I think countermeasure flares only work within like 2.5 kilometers or something, and it's not really intuitive. You don't really get that. You just see a missile alert and you launch them. So I'm probably just going to like buff it up to be like 5 or 10k like CMs to work at. Something like that. And then, you know, you see the alert, you just pop them. Kind of makes more sense, I don't know. Maybe 5k, maybe in the middle. Because that's probably part of like why CMs feel bad now as well, is you kind of pop them as soon as you get a missile lock, and then sometimes the missile isn't even within range to be decoyed yet, which just sucks. Captain says, I noticed earlier, by the way, in the odd Ludlow behavior, I killed it, nothing happened, I flew away, came back later after killing some Xenos, bam, loot dropped. That's weird. That's very weird. Contacts. Oh god, it's an indie spawn. Fuck, I wish I had my torpedoes! I should have brought the fucking torpedo boat! But we're just here to like shoot and see if shit works. Oh, we're here to die apparently. Fuck. Mr. Bond.
No more enemies.
Feel that refire. So good. Oh, the refire on the autocannon. Good lord. Wasn't expecting that. That thing is just ready way quicker than I was expecting. I don't know how many seconds quicker it is. I didn't really do the math right this second. I wonder how quick it is. Should be using... Oh! Indie missiles. Oh, missed. Skill issue. Now I'm out of energy. I think that's how I'm going to buff the lasers and PPCs, is just make them take less energy. I don't want to buff their damage too much, but they are like really cumbersome to use. I agree with that. Come here, fucko. The skill issue is real. I can't hit. Ugh. Laser. Yeah, damage could probably use a bit of love too. Oh fuck, I think I have too much zeroing on. I think it's too fast, I've got too much zeroing on. I'm not used to it. There you go. Well, it all seems to be working fantastic, cats. You nailed it, I think. Thank you. This is terrific. One more set of Freelancer INI is committed to the automation god. Oops, wrong one. One of my laser. Checking request for validity, please? Yeah. Hang on. Let's just kill this fucker. Bye. Yep. Shredder AC cell. I need to get rid of that dash, but that's just my fault. That's not you. I think that's my fault. I think I must have left a dash in there or something. Has what it needs. Plus. Yeah, that doesn't have the dash, so I think I did that to the ammo. Or maybe you did, I don't know. That dash doesn't mean... Okay, we want to not have the dash, I think. Because you can see why. We want it to look like that, not that. Because then it's like minus plus damage, and if we're doing like math calculations. So if you just have the brackets afterwards and just let me put the brackets in manually into the name, that probably works, I think. If that's how that works. Other than that, perfect. Looks great. Looks terrific. I'll check the laser too for thoroughness' sake. It looks terrific! A masterwork! Still kind of sucks though, I do need to buff these, I agree. More damage time. Basically, I'm just gonna buff the lasers and PPCs until it's all anyone uses, and everyone's like, oh god, make them worse, and then I'll nerf them again. That's like the Blizzard way, right? Ow. Ah, shit! No, I think it's all working great, cats. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. The dash is the only nitpick I can raise. It looks like it's working perfectly. Thank you very, very much. Very cool. I think I already added loot props entries for all of them, but if not, I'll go in and deal with that later, because I know that's not automated. Hey, get fucked, Rhino. How about that? Oh, shit. Rhino is not getting fucked. Rhino's leaving. It doesn't make it. Oh, is it now? Automation on loot props. Feeling brave, are we? Interesting. Well, as you can probably tell a little bit already from watching me do this, cats, that like the changes I've made to like the AI's accuracy a little bit. Like you can see, I'm just kind of like, I shouldn't be ignoring the eagle, but I'm kind of able to. Yeah, I shouldn't have been. They auto-cannoned me, but I was able to like survive for quite a while with them on my ass, and I was able to take those like 1v3s and stuff without much issue. Once I get that extra field, the muzzle cone override thing. If you weren't going to bed, I'd probably ask you to help me put that in actually, because Milo's off. But once I get the muzzle cone override thing in for the blaster sheet, I can give the AI NPC versions less muzzle cone override, and that will help as well, I think. I know you said that I could do that myself, but I couldn't find the sheet underneath the blasters to put the code into, if you know what I mean, so I kind of need to ask your help for it again. But yeah, I'm going to make NPC weapons have less muzzle cone override so that it's less bullshit when you're turning on them and they don't just shoot you through their cockpit, because that just sucks. There's no shit underneath that one? Oh! Wait, so you're telling me if I just add a column, will it break everything? You can add that one really quick. If you could, that would be fucking awesome. Yeah, it's just muzzle cone override at the bottom. Do you need me to get you to line? I can get you to line if you need it. That would actually be awesome. Nothing happened if you did. Okay. Let me just grab it for you. Unless you know it off by heart, but I'm going to grab it for you anyway, just to be courteous. Because you're doing me a big old favor, cats. And thank you for doing the orc stuff. That's awesome, too. That's so sick. Little round of applause for cats.
Joining the ranks of the radical left?
What the fuck was that? That's not my applause button. Okay, it's hard-coded. Okay, cat. So I do need to ask your help for this one. Okay. Well, let me get... So it's this line. It's... I'm going to post it in my stream chat even. It's muzzle cone override equals and then the value. And the value is what we want to change, obviously, on the sheet. Yeah, it's a fucking awesome clip, Jason. Thanks to you and Britt. This clip is so good.
Joining the ranks of the radical left?
Why does he say that? What did Trent mean by this? But yeah, I'll pretty much immediately, probably after you put that in, I'll try bringing their muzzle cone down and testing of it. Because I think that's one of the things that feels the worst right now with the balance as well, even though I've made it better with the accuracy being lower for the AI, is that when they're behind you and you try to turn around on them to stop getting shot, they just shoot you the whole fucking time because they just shoot you like 9 degrees up, like you pointed out. So, yeah. Fixing that, I think, will help the feeling of turn fights a lot more. Make them be a bit more fair in how they're allowed to shoot you during those turn fights. Cool, this is good, I'm excited. You guys can really hear my voice. This is a good change. I've been waiting for this. This is great. Bum bum bum, now I can... Wow, now we can do Ox plus weapons in the next update. We can do Ox plus ballistics and shit. Yeah, it's very cool. Very cool. Don't know why the info card imports is different, but whatever. I'll just commit it. Probably no problem. Oh, I just looked in the fucking invited playtester channel, by the way. Dyson is making so many... What? What? What is that? Dyson, did you just fucking... What is that? Did you... Is Dyson in the stream chat? Dyson is not in the stream chat. The real McDyson. Oh my god, what did Dyson just make? Sorry, that was loud. Dyson is making the coolest fucking shit, sorry. McDyson is one of the playtesters and a long-time chatter. Has been like making these like I wouldn't even call them kit bashes anymore. They called them kit bashes at first, but at this point they're like just really cool things they're doing. Let me show you some of what they're doing. Like, is that gonna be able to go in Freelancer? Holy fuck. Let me just show you some pictures real quick so you know why I'm so excited. Where is that? Fuck, I can't find it. Here it is. No, it's not. Fuck. Sorry, this is one of those things where I thought it would take 60 seconds and it didn't. I'm so lazy with the way I search for things. I could have done this quicker. I'm just gonna do from Real McDyson or from Dyson. Has image. Hurry. Thank you for hurrying me. Yes, I need to be hurried. Okay, anyway, yeah, check these out, okay? So, these are like whips that Dyson has been doing in the playtesters channel where they just kind of got into it. Look how cool these look. This one they've called a kit bash, and it's kind of like started off a Freelancer dagger, but they've like added these like chunky engines to it and like given it this whole like wide snub-nosed snout with like these big intakes. It looks like a little muscle car. It looks so cool. I want to make this like a light fighter for the Xenos they can use that like just trails like fucking coal smoke out of the engines. It looks so good. And then Dyson also did this one this morning, which is like a CSV variant basically, which I think looks so fucking cool, like a little like Junkers like assault gunship or something. And then I just seen this in the channel too. They're doing like a rip on the Scythe basically from like Planetside. It looks like kind of. It's very fucking cool looking. That looks sick. Damn, I was like, oh, did you just like rip the model? But that's not like the Planetside model. I think they're like actually making this or like ripping this out of other model. If they're kit bashing this, I don't know where they're pulling these parts from. But that's very fucking cool looking. That's so cool. That's why I was so loud. Sorry guys, I was just like, damn, that's so fucking cool. What the fuck? And they've just been like doing this for like not even 24 hours. I swear, they're just like just shitting these out so quick. It's fucking awesome. But Dyson said we can use the stuff they make in the mod, so I'm probably going to end up taking those designs you just saw and others, if Dyson's cool with it still, and trying to put them into the mod at some point. Because I like them. I think they look fucking cool. Very excited about that. Cat says that this dagger is a thing I tried making at some point and failed to. That's so cool. I need to find out I can bribe Dyson to choose a name. We should. I have a name. What's your name, Katzen? I had like a random name I was going to name it. What's your name? I was going to call it Duster. Because it looks like a piece of shit. And I love it. What do you want to call it? I want to call it the Zogile. What was I doing? I was just doing the testing of all this, that's right. Was I going to do something else? I was going to move on to... Oh yeah, the muzzle cone override, that's right. Let me jump out of this. We need to give that thing, if we get into our game, that dagger variant. It's really its own ship at that point. It looks very different. We need to give that thing the lawnmower engine the CSV has, or like actually just go like record like a fucking Mustang and just like put it into the game and let that be its engine. You should like undock in that thing. It should be going like boom, 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 boom. You need like the camera to shake when you like put the throttle up. You're gonna call it the Shashka? Oh, you're gonna go like on the variants of the... See, that's good, yeah. If we go with the like it being a Border Worlds variant thing more closely, then yeah, you could like make it like a cool kind of like sword name, yeah. That makes sense too. Okay, now what? That's right, I was waiting for you to do the muzzle cone thing and I was gonna try to do it, I think. What else am I gonna do? Let's look at my list. I put in the Ure stuff and then we started doing this. So I can strike through on the Ure sale prices. That's fun for now. Oh, I wanted to make Xenos Calgary scan players more. Let's do that next. That'll be fun. So I think I know how to do this. I basically was just going through the files the other day and was like, ooh, that looks like how you make that happen. I'm going to make that happen. And that is making Xenos scan you. If you've got stuff they want, they're gonna pirate you for it. Is it commodities per faction? I gotta find the file for it again now. I seen it, I didn't write down where it was. It might be faction props. This, I think, is what they actually trade themselves. That's not what we want. Is it faction props? Let's see. Scan for cargo. Here we go. Yes, it's faction props. So, scan for cargo, blah, blah. And I think this is the same whether you're a pirate or not, but I'll check a pirate group. This is obviously the checking for contraband that the Liberty Navy does. They did that literally today, like 10 minutes ago. So we can define this. What's the deal, though? 1, 2. Is this just, like, different numbers in the array, or is this a chance of something? I should look this up. I should look up on the Starport wiki if faction prop is, like, a thing. The Starport wiki is so good, man. Milo and Laz did such a good job on it. What's the file? Faction prop. Let's see what the wiki tells us about this. Okay, so in faction props. Check this website, by the way. I'm going to put it in chat. I'm not putting it on the screen, but I'm going to put it in chat. This website is so fucking good, by the way, for finding shit out. It's amazing. Sorry, Titus. I am in light mode. Scan chance. Percent chances for NPCs to cargo scan you. Scan announce whether the NPCs warn you before they scan your cargo or not. Oh, cool. That's an option. So cool. Scan for cargo. List of commodities faction looks for. Integer seems to be a weight that has, however, no effect. Okay, interesting. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe we just don't know. Okay. So it is probably meant to be a weight. Interesting. Okay, so let's, like, take this shit down to the Xenos group, which is FCX group. Come on down! Okay, they scan for diamonds, food, gold, H-fuel, mox fuel, oxygen, farm side items, and water. We only really have food in and, I guess, gold, and no one ever really has that around the Xenos, and no one's really neutral to them right now anyway, so I haven't really tested this. So what we want, I think, this is part of my balancing, not only to make the Xenos just, like, pirate more, because it makes sense for them, so it's a double win, but also just, like, gameplay-wise, I want to punish people a little bit, or not even punish, but I want to keep the game interesting for people, let's put it that way, who get their rep to neutral. I don't want you to be able to get your rep to neutral, because I think it's very boring. If you can, it's like, it should be very hard to get your rep to neutral. At the least, like, if you do want it that bad, it should be a difficult thing to do. Right now, it's kind of really easy to cheese in Freelancer, which is why I say words like punish, because it's a very easy exploit to me. It's basically, like, get it so no one shoots at you, you can dock everywhere, and you can do whatever you want. And it's kind of like, you know, the game's boring now, right? Like, there's no danger. So one way that I want to, in the short term, like, in the future, we're going to have, hopefully, better implementations to fix that from the base game's behavior. But for right now, a low-hanging fruit here I can do is make it so that the Xenos scan you more for shit. So that way, even if you've managed to get neutral of the Xenos and the Navy, and you're, like, trying to smuggle between Denver and Ure, I want them to scan you, see that you have, like, valuable shit, and go, give me that shit. And that way, even if you're neutral of them and they're not, like, openly hostile, you will still have danger, right? Because they're gonna be like, give me your shit. What's that in your pocket? Is that some superconductors? Hey, what was that? Give that to me. That's what I need them to do. Oh, you pushed. Thank you, Katzo. Pull. I need to commit my weapon info cards. I'm gonna discard that and see what happens. Pull. Let's just quickly do this first. Add muzzle cone over the gen blasters. Thank you! Let me just test that this hasn't completely fucked something up, and we will go ahead. Let me actually, like, give it a value on our website. Our development website. I don't know why I said that. Where is it? Muzzle cone, muzzle cone, muzzle cone. There it is, muzzle cone. Okay. So let's add 20 to the muzzle cone override of the Xenos NPC guns, and we'll see how that feels. Well, for a start, I'll make it 180, just to see if it worked. Easiest way to find out, because they'll be shooting me from fucking 180 this way. Okay, let me just build this. I don't show it to you guys because it's private, it's got private stuff on it, but basically, as I've alluded to a few times, I think, but I forget if I've told you guys how it works. Katz and Milo built this, like, insane fucking spreadsheet automation system that makes developing this mod so much fucking easier. So much easier. It was like a huge pain to set up because my computer didn't work right for them. But once they set it up for me, I had to come around to it. It's just insane how like much better and modern it is to develop the mod like this. So much less work. Cassie says we could decay rep towards some predefined value via plugin probably to get 1 point in the desired direction every hour. Something shouldn't be too expensive. Yeah, that's why I say like in the future when we do 0.2, which we've decided now I think, when we do our own rep system, we will be able to do much more ideal stuff, right? Like that for sure. That's not the problem. The problem is just right now before we've done that, I don't want this to be like an easy exploit. So this is like an easy like low-hanging way to just like get this done short term. I'm a believer in, yeah, it's good to have it fixed in the future, but I also want like band-aids now, you know? Or not even band-aids, just like... Because it's also a good thing in general, because the Xenos should be pirating you more. It makes sense narratively. They should be taking your shit. They're pirates. And they're fucking poor and broke as shit. They're trying to fight Liberty with like no money, so... Definitely them being very mercantile in their pirating is good to me. Okay, let me test that this worked. But I agree with that in general, Cats. And when we do our rep plugins and stuff, yes, I agree. Like, I want a very different way that rep works. And yeah, I think rep decay is good. That's right, they're making bombs of fertilizer, baby. They're I think Cats, as Kat said it, they're packing flyers full of ammonium nitrate. And just ramming them into like Navy rhinos and shit, yeah. Like they've got a lot of shit going on right now. They need money. Democracy is under attack. They need your support. Please, enter your credit card details to help the Xenos right now. Where am I going to test this? I'll just take out Falcon Biggs. Or I'll just take out Plus. Me.
Freelancer Alpha 1-1. This is Pueblo. Everything's go for launch. Good journey.
Warning. Sensor efficiency reduced.
Okay. Now let's see if these fuckers can shoot me from their ass. Because if this worked right, their guns should have 180 muzzle cone over it. I could have just checked the files, I guess. And they should be able to shoot me through their butts. Let's see. Maybe? I should have just checked the files. Is it because they're defending they don't want to shoot me in the butt? Or through their butts? Or did I do a thing wrong? I should just check the files. Hey, fucko! Is made a mistake? Did you make a mistakey? What mistakey did you make, cats? I'll check my weapon equipment meanwhile just to make sure you made a mistakey. Viper. NPC version. Oh, you make a mistakey, cats! I see. Just a little mistakey, not a big mistakey. Alright, I'll wait. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and I'll be right back. Thank you, cats. You can go to bed, by the way. Like, you're not my genie. You can definitely go to bed if you want. Please tell me I'm not keeping you up on my account. Be right back, one sec. Poor cats. I'm back. I'm back. Okay. Nah. While I'm waiting, I'm gonna message Milo and be like, "Hey, Milo." Let me just type this one sec, guys. It's pushed. Okay, thank you, my dear friend. Very presumptuous of me. Hopefully, I just hope you don't hate me, Cats. That's pretty much the best I can hope for, actually, I think. Or like all the time. You definitely, I think it's like inevitable that you're definitely going to and allowed to hate me over like some of the things we discuss about balance and stuff. But as long as you don't hate me like all the time, Cats. So I've really downgraded a lot from friend to don't hate me to don't hate me all the time. Anyway, yeah, you know. Text back, let me know how you feel. I'm gonna pull this now. We got underscores, yeah. I don't hate you. Use a light AC and a Hawk. I pity you. I dabble. I actually am a heavy fighter Chad all the time. I'm always flying an HF. I flew a VHF last night to test the torps though, and actually was doing pretty good in Alamosa. Flying the VHF style. With the E-killing actually worked pretty fucking well for me, even with standard gear. So I gotta try that more. Okay. You fixed the underscores. Cool. But tell me something, Cats and Kebab. Did you fix the fact that muzzle and cone and override are capitalized? And they're not all lowercase? Callie says, flew heavy against me last night. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And then I was like, man, I should fly a VHF more. That too? Oh, you're a king. You're an absolute king. Did you end up ever checking any of that VOD I linked to you, Katzen, of the duels between me and Gallius? Did you check any of them out? No is a fine answer, but, like, if you did, I'm just thinking about them again. They were really good duels. I want to PvP more. That was fun. I might have to... balancing PvP one-on-one is its own thing. Balancing group PvP is its own thing, too. That's going to be a whole thing. It's going to need adjustment in the future, I'm sure. Because just like right now, I'm trying to make fighting the AI not obnoxious. We've also got to make it so that like getting dogpile in PvP isn't obnoxious either, which is hard. I do not prefer a good reason. I want to fight the both of you at some point and not spill myself to your filthy tactics. Yeah. Gallius has some very interesting tricks. I'm pretty basic though, I think. I just fly. I drive. Gallius did some PvP against Super just an hour ago. How'd that go? Oh, here we go. So this should work now. Cool. That looks good to me. Let's load up and try. And this is why whenever I'm testing something, the first thing I try to remember to do each time is set it to like a ridiculous value. Because if I had set this to 20, I probably very much could have been like... It's very easy to like, placebo affect yourself and be like, oh, that's making a difference, right guys? Oh, this is way better. And then actually like nothing has changed. He flew a Hawk and I was trying to help him understand how not to fight me. Oh yeah, don't fucking E-kill, hey? Don't fucking E-kill. Okay, let's just like quickly fly. Oh my god, what a battle. I might just have to like move away and back to like get a proper test of this. But if I can also just quickly see like... Yeah, that looks like you're doing it. Can't really tell though, because you're in a dodge now. I gotta fucking. Oh, that's the wrong button. I do that all the time. Like once a day, I do moves at a beam when I want to go to a base, and I put myself in the sun. Constantly fucking do that.
This is Pueblo. Everything's go
He jabs me every time. Yeah, it's a big no-no for a light fighter. Might need to disable their evasion, see them fire backwards. I was able to see it when I tested it this way in Cheyenne, so I think it'll work again if it's just me. We'll see. Or maybe I should just go to Cheyenne, honestly. That'd be fucking smart, wouldn't it be? Wouldn't that be fucking smart? What a clever fucking idea that would be. You just go to Cheyenne Field. Fucking amateur. You fucking easy. Go to the greatest place in the world, Big Yen. We love it here, folks. We love Big Yen. Should I add like a little dust cloud around Big Yen? Like not one that's like opaque, not one you can't see through, but like just like I wonder if I could have like a little semi-trend. Nah, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. Forget it. It wouldn't work. The fog clouds don't work that way. It doesn't work that way. You can't do that. There's so many rocks that are gonna be bad. Yeah, Big Yen's got so many rocks, and they're like the wrong texture, and it annoys me. but they're there. I'm just gonna do this so I can see quicker. Big Yen will always be to me the monument of that fucking bug I figured out that was so annoying, that plagued me for like a year. Hate that. Hey, fuckhead, shoot me. I gotta learn out of the dodge cone. You made mini dust clouds? Well, it kind of doesn't work that the way dust clouds work, unfortunately. I mean, I feel like it's working, but it's kind of hard to tell because of what the setup. If I was being really particular about this, I should test it a different way. Meh, but I'm too lazy. You guys are on me. Let's see. Maybe it's working, maybe it isn't actually. I should just test the ionize again. Because these are using... Ah. Viper and Cobra minus. Just check the INI. Oh what? Oh what? Did I not see something just then? Did I miss something? Y 2 minuses game Y? Oh, was there 2 minuses I didn't see? This says muzzle cone override equals 180. That is the correct value, I believe. Wait, no it isn't, because it should be showing up on the PPC. Wait, hang on. Is this not the right thing? What? Why is it not the same? Oh, dude, I think you missed an R, maybe? Or am I stupid? No, it's the same. No, never mind. I just couldn't find it when I was Control Fing before. Weird. It didn't show in the change log, that's so strange. Oh, that's weird, Katzen. I don't know quite what you mean, but I think it's weird what you're saying. I mean, yeah, the muzzle code override is in. I did this last night and it works. Unless it's just doing the thing again where it didn't propagate properly. I'll just try running it again. Probably the easier way to test it at this point is to give the muzzle cone override 0. And see if they can shoot me less, I guess. But I tried this the other day and it worked great. It was like, oh yeah, they shot me in the butt. But now they don't want to do it because they're like evasive and shit. It's annoying. Didn't work that time. Gotta restart Freelancer. By rights, by the ionize, this should be working, cats, if you want to go to bed. Like, I can see that this is the same thing I did the other day, so it should be working. I think it's just like I'm doing something wrong, or it's just a defensive behavior. Like maybe I fluked the other day when they shot me in the butt while defending. So I think we're good, but I will test this until I can confirm it works personally. But the lines you put in are showing up where they need to be, so your end of things looks good. It's not a code error, it's the result of something smart I did, where it recognizes from the name what variant it should be to grab info card snippets and so on. Ah. Ah. So I can delete the superfluous plus minus stuff from the sheet now. I guess, then the doubling is gone. I didn't even notice that there was a doubling. Was that something you added recently? I'll have a look at it when I join in now. I don't know totally what you mean. Oh, I'll just test on... here real quick too. Earlier? Okay, that makes sense. You'll see an action required on your part? Cool. That's the best kind of action for me. Oh! Cobra minus minus. I didn't look at the Cobra. Okay, yeah. Cool, I see. It's like a pair of eyes. Yeah, right out the arse, see? Right out the arse there, I think. Yeah, shooting me right in the fucking butt. That works in MP too, though, right? Like, this isn't just gonna work in SP, right? Because that would be a fucking problem. To discover that that offset doesn't actually do anything in MP would be terrible. So now I need to confirm this works in MP or I'm gonna be very upset. Like, can we just get what just happened there to happen in Cheyenne, please, on MP? Yep, it's even the same encounter. Hey, shoot me out of your butt. Do you want to shoot me? Do you feel like shooting me? Stop evading, you fucker. Stop evading! Shoot me! Stop being scared! They're so scared. They're so fucking scared. Hey, come here and shoot me, you fuck. I don't know. I like can't get it to work in MP the way it works in SP. Concerning, perhaps? That's not good. It shouldn't be hard to see if it works. It's just what I did in SP. Did I not test it in MP last time? It's potentially a problem. Maybe muzzle cone doesn't work in... Wait, does muzzle cone not work in MP? That might explain why the NPCs are worse at fighting me than the single player ones. They don't have the muzzle cone thing, potentially. That would not be good. And they're definitely not doing like the shoot out the arse behavior, and they do it in single player, that's the thing. You guys are able to see how they very much do it in single player. But like, nah, nothing on the tail here. That is concerning. I don't like that. That makes me think that that does not actually... That offset we did doesn't actually work in multiplayer. I do not like that. I'm very not liking that, because let me get on one of their asses in single player and see the difference. Oh, yeah, go into an evasion cone. Uh oh, there goes a bouncing lever. I fucking hope not. Maybe. No, dude. No, they're shooting me. They're fucking shooting me in evasion, I think. We cannot get this to happen. Oh, fuck. I don't think this works in MP. Shit. That is not good. Now we need to ask a doxer for how to fix that. Yeah, because look, they're happy to do it constantly. Fuck! Okay, well we can't balance by that right now. Kinda shitty. Well, thanks for putting it in, I guess, cats. But, I think I need to do some more work now to get it to actually work in MP. Fuck. That would explain a lot, because this is a change we made before we went to multiplayer. And it makes sense I wasn't testing in multiplayer then, because I didn't realize the game was completely different between single player and multiplayer. So, for reasons like, or for results like this. So now it's easy to see that that got done like 3 years ago, and no one ever tested to make sure this works in multiplayer, I guess. And that is one of the reasons why when we switched to multiplayer, suddenly I felt it. I was like, oh, the NPCs are way easier in multiplayer. And this is one of the reasons, I guess. They wouldn't even be shooting all their guns all the time. This is probably why when they joust you in MP, like, sometimes they don't even take your shield off. Damn it! Okay, that needs to be listed. Well, it is good to have the functionality on the sheet, because I hope we can get that to work, but, yeah, that don't work right now, and that's bad. That is not ideal. Alright, I'll remove the muzzle cone stuff for now. D. Alright. Have a good sleep, Catson. Thank you very much. Appreciate it a ton. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, just listing this so we don't lose it, just noting this. Alright, well that's done. Another bug discovered. Terrific. What next? So, can't do anything more of that right now, but that's in, which is good for later. Maybe we can fix it later. I'll look that up on the starport, actually. Maybe that's like a... Maybe muzzle cone is like a thing already. I was gonna do the fashion prop thing, that's next. I'll come back to that in a second, but first... Let me just quickly see if anyone's discovered this. Muzzle... Cone... NPC muzzle cone angle radians. Both offsets must be changed. What is this? NPC muzzle cone angle radians. Both offsets must be changed. Maximum AI firing range. That's a different thing. Okay. So that's done. Now let's get back to what I was doing before. Leave that for another day. Let's get back to testing and implementing the fuckers doing fun fucking things. Faction prop, yes! Here we go. So back to this. Scan chance 0.3. Scan announce false. Let's make them announce it for now so we can debug. And we need to add our commodities. So this is a good time actually to go back to market commodities and take all the stuff they want to pirate, remember, and let's just add it all. Because the two lists should look pretty similar. Let's get back to joining the ranks of the radical left, yes.
Joining the ranks of the radical left?
I agree. Diamonds aren't in yet. I don't care about all this shit. Let's just go like this. Oh, not like that. Hang on. Not like that. Like this. Consumer goods. Copper. Oh, you know what? I can use this to make NPCs see you have rare loot and probably take it from you too. Can be like, oh, you have like plus gun? Give me that. That's mine. I can make them like steal loot boxes for me if we get loot boxes in the game. Oh, give me that sealed purple rare epic gacha box, or I'll open fire. Okay, food. Apparently, if these are, I don't know. Yeah, apparently these weights don't do anything, but we'll just set them like they do, because you know that would be good. Do you think it matters what order they're in? Probably not. Just if you have like any of this shit. Let's just make it also one. Like, if they see you, they should check if you have this and pirate you for debugging right now. Okay. Let me just run the build, propagate it over, and then let's try this out. Give me this gacha. I need to engage in predatory gambling. Yeah, I legit want to do it, because, I mean, the predatory part of costing real money is not there, and it's actually just a really good gold sink, I think, for now, because while we don't have a proper end game built up yet, or proper loots built up yet, it's like future plans still for us. It's good for us to have a short-term solution of having some really arbitrary fucking shit like that in, like you know, loot boxes are so arbitrary. Yeah, they fucking are, but that's all we got right now, right? So I just want to have it be like you can buy like a 2 million credit, you know, loot box on Pueblo or something, and you have like, you know, a chance to get something good, and you have a chance to get something shit. I making this joke for the Zeno. Oh, give me that gacha. I need to engage in predatory gambling. I get you now. I thought you wanted the gacha boxes, Gallius. I'm sure I can get you hooked on the gacha boxes as well, though, so I think both is true. Also, that thing just there with the muzzle cone not working in MP, that is why I try to always test an MP now, because it's all that matters. Okay, this is fucked. No, you're not going to spend 2 million credits on a gacha box? You play World of Warships? But I'm not charging you real money, Gallius. Gallius says, and I still play Genshin? Gallius, listen, buddy. What if the reason to log in was that every day you got a free loot box? No! It's like a daily reward. Oh, fuck. You gotta get your free War Thunder box. That's a good idea. I'm gonna do that to you guys. If you don't log into BMod, you're not gonna get your chance of getting plus gear. How are you gonna get attuned to Mountain Core, Molten Core? Come on, guys. Okay, I need someone who's not any testy. I need to go. This group. You might be able to do that's right, Camelot. Jason says, to be honest, once there is a more defined economy system established, I might be joining BMod. Yeah, maybe by the end of next update, 0.2, not next update, sorry, next, like, big slice for us, 0.2 in however long. We're planning to open up the rest of Liberty in our next big version, so maybe then we'll have better trading going on. Yeah, I haven't played War Thunder for, like, 3 or 4 months, Camelif, but I log in every single day to get my rewards going. I haven't used them, I just don't want to lose my streak. It's a thing for me. When the next few systems are in, I'll base myself on the Kali system. Why do you want to be in Kali? Oh, this is online. Next group, 0.4. You were born there? You were born in the Sirius sector, holy shit. Didn't waste any premium since you last stopped, right? No? Wait, what is this? Oh, this is Maverick Station. This is all of our stuff. Cool. I gotta use this stuff. I forgot it existed. Cameron says, I did that till 1,000 and still haven't got anything. I was gonna have to wait the desire to roll. Yeah, well, I don't, I'm just doing, like, the daily rewards to give you, like, you know, plus XP and RP and Silver Lions boosters. So I don't expect them to be good. Beam, Testy. Hooray. Wait, no.
Freelancer Lambda 2-2. This is
Buy some
Hooray.
commods
You are
first so I can
cleared
get them
for launch.
pirated. Let's buy a superconductor.
Freelancer Lambda 2-2. This is Pueblo. Everything's go for launch. Good journey.
Oh, can they camo lift? I didn't realize that. See, I don't care because I thought you just got the boosters. So that's why I don't mind, I guess. I don't know what I'm missing out on.
Freelancer
Yeah, Cali will be fun, Galleys, because that's where the outcasts are going to be in the lane hackers. So that'll be fun.
You are
New
cleared for
factions.
launch. Good luck
Be fun to
out
open up
there.
Liberty because we get to do all the new factions and stuff. And the boosters expire now. Yeah, that kind of sucks, honestly, that like the boosters expire within 2 days. Because it's meant to get you playing, of course. We have a bunch of premium boosters left over from before that change. I didn't even know that was a thing. Interesting. Don't worry, BMod isn't truly War Thunder until there's like a fucking tech tree.
Freelancer
Oh yeah, you've got
Lambda
Falcon, but that's like
2-2.
1.0,
This is
man.
Hooray. You are cleared
You need to
for
get like
launch. Good luck out
Falcon Modern
Sensory
Block 2 C.
Reduce.
You get the BMod 12.0. Okay, so you guys should be scanning me now, right? Wait, what is this? Oh, this is like an indie group. Cool. Yeah, aren't you guys meant to scan me and take my shit? How often does that happen? Jason says, when can I join the Golden Chrysanthemums? Probably sooner than you'd expect. I like the GC and we'll probably have them be involved in the mod sooner than anyone would expect. I think they're an interesting faction. Love the Cardi-addicted Kusari girl boss queens. They're great. Welcome to the new update of BMod from noted misandrist Beagle Rush. Yes, hello everyone. They're not scanning me though. How do I make that happen? Maybe they have to be on certain behavior. Maybe it's like a certain kind of behavior. We'll fly away and we'll see. Because we know the Navy does it successfully right now, so we should be able to just base it off what the Navy does. So why don't you guys do what the Navy does? Rhineland Military, Omicron 1, Colonel Ulrich, greetings you. Greetings, Lord Ulrich! For FC Bayern, greetings! Rhineland Military, Colonel Ulrich. Nice to have you, I remember you. It's been a while, how you doing? Guess so when Liberty Space opens up, will we have Houston as well? Yeah, we'll have Texas. You'll have Texas, California, and New York will open up. And then after that, we'll probably be doing the independent worlds on the edge of each of those. So you'll have Kepler and maybe Galileo. We probably just have one of them. You'll have... what's it fucking called? What's the one between Texas and Rhineland? I can't remember. And you'll have the one that's... one of the ones towards the west, towards Bretonia as well. Magellan or whatever it is. And then what we'll probably do is rather than like filling out the entire like, you know, houses, we'll probably just have it be like their faction and start to show up in those systems. Never HM for Texas one? Yeah, I think so. It's like Hudson, right? Hudson. Or because I play disco sometimes? Ah, well. I hope you enjoy it. I used to play disco back in the day. Yeah, Magellan's between Bretonia. I think so, yeah, that's right. Scam me, you fucks. No. I'm gonna figure out how that works. They do not care about my tasty cargo hold. So maybe we get Cortez as well. We'll probably limit it to like one system on each edge at first, just because it's easier for us. So, I forget, I think Cortez is next to Magellan, so we'll probably just do one of them. Okay, why didn't that work? Maybe I should check again that it actually propagated to the game folder. That solves a lot of problems. Data. Faction props. Let's just check real quick that that isn't the problem, because that's an easy one to fix. Yep, that is not the problem. It should be working. They should announce their scan. They should have a 1 chance of scanning you. But they don't. Interesting. So that's at 0.99. But maybe let's just go look at how the Navy does it, because the Navies work. Here's the Navy group. They work. They scan for cargo. They have 1, 2. Maybe it doesn't await. Maybe it's like different numbers. Scan announce true. Scan chance 0.3. And they do that. It may be set in their encounters though. It may be like a patrol behavior I need to put them into. Oh, those are the same numbers, and that seems to be fine. Cardamine, Cardamine. Everybody wants Cardamine. Okay, if it's probably not that, let's instead go and see the encounters that did it. Because I know earlier today we were outside Pueblo, and they were like, hey, what's in your cargo hold, bitch? So if we just have a look at the encounter itself, we should be able to see what's going on there. Does Xenos even have dialogue for scanning like that? Yeah, they're pirates. They should have like at least a prompt that comes up, and they're like, give me that chip. No, sir. Jason says, yeah, they want Cardamine so they can gift it to the Kusari girl boss queens to gain favor. That's right. That's right. I mean, Jason, eventually I want it to be that you can, like, fight for territory in this and give it to the GCs. So that sounds like your real time to get into the mod, is when you can be a foot soldier for Missandre. That's, like, your time, I think. That's your era. What is these guys? These Navy interceptors. They're just in an area, so it must be in the encounter, but that doesn't make sense because they're set up the same as the Xenos. You'll be the GC's greatest simp? That's good. I'm glad to hear it, Jason. I'll put one on an array base for you for lore reasons so that you have someone to talk to immediately. I'll give them rumors and one of them will be like, I'm just looking for my favorite simp, Jason. You're gonna talk to the GC on array base I'm gonna put there for some fucking reason, and this is the rumor you're gonna get.
Joining the ranks of the radical left?
Why though? Why are they scanning? And not the Xenos? That's weird, man. That's weird. Is it not the same thing? It is the same thing. It is. The group is Navy Interceptors, probably. Let me check the encounter and see if that sheds any light on this. Mob Navy. All trade lane, object jump gate. Unless simultaneous creation, no. Interesting. Nothing different. Their behavior is wander. That should be the same as these guys. Yeah, wander. I don't get it. Why doesn't it work? Why doesn't it work? Gaming, it should work. Try again. Try one more time. Maybe it'll work this time. Please pirate me! I'm begging to be pirated. My cargo hold is full of really lucrative things. Please take my things. Is my rep too high, perhaps? Piece into a spread. I'm spreading my superconductors.
Warning, sensor efficiency reduced.
Rob me! Pirate me!
This is Xenos Delta 2. We're out of Uray.
Yeah, I know. Look at my cargo hold. It's so full. Do you guys have cargo scanners? Yeah, you got 2,000 meter cargo scan range.
Warning, sensor efficiency
What the fuck gives, man?
reduced.
Take me to good old Cheyenne. Maybe it's like something to do with the interference in the nebula fields. Hello? I've got superconductors and consumer goods. Hello? I've got fertilizers. No!
This is Xenos, Delta at 14. We're on a patrol mission from the New York system.
Steal from me! Steal from me! Steal from me! Steal from me! Is this an SP thing again? Do they just not do it in multiplayer, perhaps? That would be worth testing. Maybe I just go try it in single player. It would make sense if, like, they just cut this from multiplayer, because they were like, oh, nobody cares about that. No one's gonna make, like, a fucking giant mega mod for Freelancer 20 years from now that cares about this. That's fine. Some drugs in front of Denver. Well, that'll work. Oh, no, wait. You're right. That will work. I should try that. I can't buy drugs, though, but I can maybe buy them on Maverick. Even just if the police scan me. They don't even need to pirate me, just scan me. Yeah, that would help.
Freelancer Alpha 1-1. This is Pueblo. You are cleared for launch. Good journey.
Yeah, control experiment, yeah. We gotta make sure that in multiplayer they can scan, you're right.
You are cleared for launch. Good luck out there.
Oh shit, fuck, I forgot to, like, set my rep up for this.
Freelancer Alpha 1-1. This is Hooray. You are cleared for launch. Good journey.
Hooray! Scan me. Scan me. Scan me. Take my things. Or maybe you don't, then it means it's not broken in MP. It'd actually be better if you don't. Don't scan me. Don't scan me. Don't see. Don't see. Make it just an overall bug, not a single player thing. Veteran ass, man. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy, sure. Go get the Navy to scan me. Pueblo again.
1-1. This is Pueblo. You are cleared for launch. Good luck out there.
Hey, Navy, scan me!
This is Navy, Lambda 15. We're en route from the New York system.
Scan me!
Objective reached.
Today is a day of me thinking I'm gonna do a bunch of things that are really quick and easy, and then finding out they're all way more complicated and hard to do than I thought. No! No! Might have to leave this one until I can ask someone for help on it. Yeah. What if... I do want to do this. What if... What if you set this scan chance to 1 for now? Get the dress. I don't even need to have the stuff, I just need them to try it on me. Just try it on me outside Denver, Navy. And at least prove that this works in one or the other.
Freelancer Alpha 1-1. This is Planet Denver. Docking ring cleared. Good luck out there.
Scan chance 1. Surely you should scan me, right? Maybe they have to be on patrol. Maybe the ones who scan me were the ones who go on the lane. That might actually make sense. Ooh, that might make sense. What if the only ones who scan you are ones who are on patrols? 'Cause we don't really have any patrols right now. But the only patrols we have are technically the lane traffic. So if I go here... Oh, that crashes the game with a single player. Fuck. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna circle back to this because that might be it. I'm gonna circle back to this when I have patrol puffs in. For now, I'm just gonna leave this alone. Or not. I'm just gonna set this to... I'll leave it at 0.99 for now, or 0.9. And if it starts working, I'll be like, cool, it worked. But we'll leave it there for now. Gallius says, that's actually the ones that always scan you. Outside Denver. Wait, have you been scanned in multiplayer, Gallius? Can you confirm this behavior to me? Does the scanning work in multiplayer? Have you or anyone else listening been scanned on the Freelancer BMod main server in the last week? You may be entitled to compensation. No one base Freelancer. The patrols, right? Yeah, I think it might be the patrols, not the ones who are just like wandering around. In BMod, I've never been scanned. I hope it's not a single player problem. It might just be they don't do it in multiplayer. I'll come back to that later when I patrol puffs in. I'll ask people who know more than me too. So we'll leave that one for now. That one's not as easy as I thought it would be, unfortunately. That's Freelancer sometimes. Shit just doesn't work the way you thought it would. Leaving that one on for the moment. In base community patrols, it's scanned. Yeah, it might be because we don't have really any patrols. I'll test that more later. Okay, so I can't do ads unless cargo scanning players more. I can add the bomber enemies, that would be fun. I did promise to make Supra afraid. I did promise that, and then maybe if I want to stream a little bit longer, I can fiddle with buffing the PPC and L laser. I could use you guys' feedback for that as I do it, so I'll probably do that on stream before I go. Let's try to do that in the, like, another hour of this, huh? Let's try and... Everything I said I was going to do. Add bomber enemies. Yeah, that should be fairly straightforward. And then let's see if I can't buff the PPC and the L laser. That would be nice to do. So, the first thing I'm going to do is... Have I got anything outstanding to commit here? Kinda, but it's not super important. Probably just... I'll commit that. I won't. I'll wait. I'm going to discard that. I'm not going to commit that for now. I'm going to commit the new gun stuff. Okay, that. Why are you trying to get super sad? I'm not. That's a joke. But I am trying to get some enemies to balance the rhinos more. Because you guys notice it too, like when we go to Cheyenne, and like you might have to be awake if you're in a fighter, but in the rhinos, you guys are just like following us around, just being like, lol, like what's two rookies gonna do, like sneeze on me? Now, Cheyenne itself, North Harbour Cheyenne isn't gonna get bomber enemies because that would be kind of funny, but the other zones probably will get some, so that at least one of the spawns that happens eventually should threaten you very frighteningly. He's supposed to be a logistics person? Well, he can be, but part of logistics is not exploding to a torpedo. That's just how it is. Let me commit this. That's a logistics issue. It's a logistics skill issue. Okay. Usually pretty large rhino. Yeah. Well, that's good. You can definitely get swarmed pretty fucking hard with the multiple spawns right now, the spawn bug. Because I can't really run. Exactly, yes. Exactly, you can't run on a rhino, really. So that is right. I have got experimental changes in right now that makes the NPCs be less obnoxious with their cruise disruptors, so hopefully people will appreciate that as well. Kind of testing out how that feels. Let's add some bomber enemies. This will be fun. Probably. This is its own whole thing. Let's close that for now. Close that. Close this. Close that. Close that. Close for now. Oh, I should keep that open so that I remember to, like... I don't want to forget I have that, if that makes sense. I'm going to forget about that file. It's going to fall between the cracks. I'll leave that open. I'll just tab it. Wait, where even is that? Oh, that's not even in the main game yet. Shit. Whoopsie. Yeah, let's not forget about that. Copy that. Will the torso turn into a target? Yes, but it's balanced to be very slight. I can show you in a second when we get these working. They're in like an okay agility state right now. Some playtesting will reveal if they're too good or not good enough. But yeah, they're basically, the torpedo that I put in for now is a light torpedo, like it says it on the name. So it is tuned to have damage that's appropriate for taking on rhinos and shit. And it's got agility to match. So it can't really, you can't get a fighter. Unless you joust, that's the thing. Gally says, so if you're attentive as a rhino, then I can dodge. I don't know. I don't think it's on you, I think it's on the pilot. It's not that I've balanced it that a rhino can, like, dodge, because the rhino can't turn for shit. I don't know how the fuck you do that. It's more, I mean, maybe, you could find out. It's more that I don't want it to be brain dead. I want the fighters launching the torpedoes to have to, like, think about their attack run and how they launch the torpedo. Rather than just like, oh, it's in my screen, fire the torpedo. Like, no. So the agility is tuned so that if you launch the torpedo correctly, you should score a hit. But if you don't, you don't. Remember the pilot can't just brain it on me. Yes. Yes, yes. It should require, like, an actual attack run to get this to land. That's the idea. And I'll tweak it more if that's not the case. It's not meant to just be like, oh, you know, whip around 180, fire off a torpedo, whip around again, fly off. It's meant to be like you actually line up, put it in the right direction, have the right velocity, launch the torpedo, and, you know, most of the time get a hit. That's how they're meant to work. They have very high damage, so they need to be like that. Do keep in mind that once I get these new models in, you will be able to shoot them down. And so, honestly, torpedoes might actually not be that great against player rhinos. They'll be great against NPCs. But you might need to, like, do some tricks, like ram the torpedoes in with your body so they don't have time to shoot them down or something. If they just drop it behind me, will it catch up to me? Yes, but slowly. Does it have a minimum arming range? I don't think so. But yeah, it'll catch up quite slowly. They're not fast. They get like 100 more speed than the fighter that launches them, I think, at most. And I might even lower that more if I feel like they're too good at catching, but right now I think they feel okay. Alright, so... what's it doing again? Yeah, bomber enemies, that's right. Yeah, you can ram it down point blank, but then you can blow yourself up too, Barley. Not ammunition have a minute arming range of kill myself with my own mines. They are able to, we just haven't set it up, I guess. The mines should have... well, they don't have an arming range, they have a safe owner time. So they wouldn't trigger on you, but then if you blow up the mines, like of a cruiser or something, then yeah, you'll blow yourself up. Like they're just TNT, yeah. They have no like safe mode where they're like inert warheads. They're always alive warheads. Where are we gonna put the bomber enemies first? Maybe Skilverton Field. I guess I could just, like, make a new loadout for the very heavy fighters. It just has torpedoes inbuilt. I wonder if I can just make that swap naturally. Let me open some files and see what I can do here. I want to do this as elegantly as possible. Preferably, I don't even build a new encounter. I just make it like a random thing that Eagles can show up with torpedoes. To do that, I would go to BMod loadouts NPC. And I also need to open NPC ships. Galley says, makes mining a bit risky then, which is pretty right with me. There are also the Sierra miners when they hit. Yeah, in Skilverton, that's right. We can actually see them work on the Skilverton miners if we do it this way, that's right. NPC ships, here we go. I need to propagate this on the sheet afterwards, don't let me forget that. FCX grip. So these are the babies that attack us. These are all of these lovely enemies you love so much. Here they are. With such attractive names as BM, CV, VHF, Co-Me, Group Ace, D13, D19. Oh yeah, what a mouthful. Where are the VHFs though? I need CV, VHF, FCX. Here we go. How do I set this up right? That's a pilot eagle. Okay, Okay, I can immediately think of some ways I can do this, but I want to do this in like quickest and most elegant way right now. Probably make them the veterans. Yes. Okay. I do wonder if this is like random though. Like I kind of want to see if I can go BMCV VHF FCX group veteran D79. Bomber. And then you have everything else the same. I'll also give you a BM class bomber. I'm going to change your loadout now. So BMCV VHF FCX group veteran. And we're going to check that one out and we're going to replicate it. So we're going to take this whole thing. Copy it down here. BMCV VHF FCX group veteran bomber. We'll do it like that. Veteran bomber. And then it's very simple. We just have to exchange the missile in the correct place. We just need to change this into a torp. And I'll probably do other things, like I could give them other weapons after, but I just want to get this working first. So, what do I call that lovely torp again? Let's go to my spreadsheet. Let's find out. It is BM Miss Torp 01. Hello, Miss Torp. Hello. Sorry, I'm losing my mind. Let's exchange that for the twin SRM launcher. And then we just need the ammo, which I could take a guess is probably that. Give you 18 of that. Done, done. I just need to add this to the NPC sheets. I don't know if this is going to work. I've never tried having two NPC ship arches that share the same level. I don't know if it's going to like randomly pick between them or something. I don't know how the fuck that works. God, there's a lot of torps. It is a lot of torps. They each do a lot of damage. I do want you to fear these fuckers. When you see a bomber, you should be fucking afraid. You should be scared. I want you to see a torpedo and be like, holy shit, man the fucking battle stations. Shoot that fighter down. Shoot that bomber down. I want to, in the future, make bomber-focused fighters that are just, like, sluggish, but have, like, a bunch of large missile hardpoints and just come slinging, like, dual-wielding torpedoes and shit. You know I want that. You know I want to be the bomber pilot. You know I want to be going in and blowing up the battleships with the fighters. You know I'm a sicko. I love that. The only reason to put capital ships in my mod is to blow them up later with bombers. That's the only reason, folks. That's in. I just gotta complete this on my sheet. Yep. Okay, NPC ships. You can't see this one sec. Where is that? There it is. VHF group veteran. Galley says, I just want to make a railgun cruiser. I also want to do that. Actually. Okay, just gotta copy a bunch of shit. Yeah, I don't get to really do it yet because the rhinos are too small to really effectively do it against, but I really... What the fuck did I copy? Oh, that's wrong. Whoops. I really want to get to the part of the mod one day where I can have duels over 10 kilometers with, like, railguns and cannons and shit. Yeah, only repurposed to fight over capital ships. Yeah, I want to see, like, the first ever, like, 10-kilometer capital ship duel. I do want that, for sure. I think I'm going to convince Milo to make the Liberty Frigate player drivable so I can test it out already. Because I want to, even if we don't give it to players, like, anytime soon, I want to just drive it around myself so I can feel what it's like. Get the vibes when I balance it with the NPCs. I should put that thing back in. I'm gonna, at the risk of sidetracking myself, I'm gonna sidetrack myself for a second and show you, because it's not in the new mod, but I can show you in the old mod real quick, I realized. Buddy, I gotta show you this thing, because the model's so cool. This isn't the fucking Rhino though, isn't it? Yeah. Do I want to duel someone like that? So do I! That's why it's in the mod. Everything that's in this mod is because I want to do it. So you're in luck. I'll make it all cool because I want to do it all selfishly. Come here. Spawn the frigate for me. I haven't seen this thing for like a year. It's so fucking cool. Not close enough. Hang on. Where are you, frigate? I miss you. Come back to us. Gladly says if you like crazy. Oh, I bet you would. I fucking bet you would, buddy. You and me both. Let me tell ya. Yes, there it is. Ah, the old beautiful Liberty frigate.
Navy Delta 18.
Oh, they're scanning me.
Alpha 1-1.
The frigate is scanning me.
Peek in your hold? Didn't think so. Okay, you're clean.
Now, bear in mind, this thing was really whip even back then and doesn't really have like a super cool loadout or anything. The lasers don't even work back then, they can't hit with them. But, we just like a bunch of guns in it. But like, look at that model, right? Like, isn't that cool? And like, a Rhino is probably like this big, for reference. So like, this is like a real frigate. This is like a real big ship. This is the kind of thing where, yeah, you're like 10 kilometers away from each other and you're just like slinging shit at each other. You love it as chunky glory? Yeah, it's cool. It's so cool.
Attention all wingmen. This is Navy Delta 18-5.
I want to like pull Xenos so that it fights them. I can just make it fight me actually. I'll be the bait so that we can see its guns go off. Probably be a little close to that, Jules. Yeah, I reckon probably like only the biggest ships really comfortably duel at that range. Look at all the missiles! I love big boats, and I cannot lie. I just love big boats. They're so fucking cool. Anyway, I gotta put that back into the mod. It's meant to be patrolling around, but we lost it in the transfer, so I'll put it back in sometime soon. But yeah, big ships are cool. I love big ships. Alright, let me do what I was doing, sorry. What was I doing? I was doing NPC ships, that's right. I was doing work. If cruisers are in, then the frigate would do more at 5k. Yeah, I am. The weapons can range out that far, but I imagine it's like you probably have frigates dueling at like 5 to 7. Destroyers and maybe cruisers are like up towards 7 to 10, and then battleships can just like comfortably like pummel people at like 10 plus, like 10 to 14 or more. I mean, you're hitting scan range at that point, but I guess big ships could have bigger scan ranges. Anyway, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's good with the combined arms. You had to like step it up slowly. But then the frigates would be relatively more maneuverable compared to the battleships. You'd probably have to... They're supposed to be closer to the fighter duel to support them. Yeah, also true. Though you want them to also be kind of close in a fleet setting so they can defend the battleship as well. I think we'll probably end up making it so that capital-sized weapons are like... The more powerful they are, the way slower they are. So that if you're doing battleship-to-battleship duels, there's a reason you don't just, like, splat every frigate you see at 10k, because they can actually, even though they're relatively slow compared to fighters, can probably, like, outmaneuver, like, your slow-firing, I don't know, fucking ball plasma charge, right? Just for gameplay purposes, like, it keeps it interesting that way if you can, like, feasibly evade the fire, if it's, like, you know, it takes 5 to 10 seconds to cross this field. Because then you can make it so battleships are too slow to get out of the way of fire. But, you know, frigates maybe still can keel out of the way of things, which would be interesting. And you can put a lot of dispersion on stuff too, so that at long range, the further you are, the worse your accuracy is because of dispersion. So you have the option to close in and get within your max range a bit more so that you can have less dispersed shots. Gallia says, God, I would gladly fly the frigate defending the battleship and run into the torp to defend them. Yeah, I was thinking about that exact situation today in a fighter, actually. When I was putting the torpedoes in, I was like, yeah, so you might have to do this as an escort. It would be epic, yeah. No, I love big ships. I'm being very responsible not putting them in early. But there's no point having them in until there's a purpose for them, but I can't wait. I love them. Now, LI VHF, here's the entry I want. Copy this down here, and back to what I was doing before we got all sidetracked. Grab this. Yeah, so do I, Gally, so do I. I love them. Bomber group goes in, loadout also gets bomber put on the end. And other than that, I'm going to give them their own pilot, but not just yet. I want to give them these bomber enemies a pilot that knows how to be a bomber, as in they're not going to just like do circles around the Rhino. They'll actually like take long boom and zoom passes where they'll like hit you with torpedoes and all their guns and rocket pods. Okay, fly off, fly away, evade, get their shield back, turn, come back in, hit you again. And just keep doing these boom and zoom so that you can't just have them like sit on you and just kill them instantly with PD. And that actually is also where you guys might start to like the L laser and PPC more on the Rhino if I buff it to not be a piece of shit to use, is you're going to need range to deal with these guys. Especially if they have, you know, good countermeasures, you're going to need an option to kill them beyond PD range, because otherwise they're just going to come in, fuck you up and leave, and keep repeating that till you die. As a bomber should. A bomber shouldn't just be sticking around till they're dead. But I haven't done that yet. That's like a pilot I've got to create for them, basically. But it's very possible. Yeah, see that of our PDs do like 3k lineups? Yeah, I mean, if I train them specifically to just be really good bombers, I could teach them to never even enter your PD range. I could teach them to fly in at you from quite far away, drop a torp, and maybe some like rocket pods or something, and then just fuck off and just keep doing that. And you know me, I will. I am a sicko. I will try to teach these guys to be as... I'll always try to teach at least, you know, good pilots to be as good as players with intelligence as much as I can. Because I think that makes the game much more interesting. And then if I need to make them, like, not OP, I'll, like, balance their gear down instead. But intelligence-wise, I love making them smart. And then you make the rookies dumb, maybe, if you want. But I like making, like, the baseline pilot smart. 3k's HRR range for the air laser? Yeah, around there. I was thinking about twin-linking the L lasers and PPCs as well, but I thought that would be OP. But nobody likes them on the Rhino, so maybe it would actually make people use them. Because I was thinking about just giving them turrets that are just like 2 of them together. So you would have double L laser, double PPC, and then they would have dispersion, so that it's like maybe not super easy to hit like a fighter with both, but you know, it's an option. With the PPC, the L laser is meant to be anti-fighter, so it would not have dispersion. Or not much. Make the Ace Bomber do that so we shit ourselves? Yeah, exactly. One thing I do try to keep in mind, though, is, like, the future of capital stuff. Like, I don't want to power creep right now and have it be like, okay, the Rhino gets, like, twin-linked PPCs in its S slot, but then it's like, okay, well, now you have an M slot later on for the frigate. What the fuck's that gonna be? Fucking triple-linked? Quad-linked? That's stupid. So I'm trying to, like, account for the future as well. Anyway, I think I'm good to test this. I just need to pull and go. Yep, okay, let's do it. The big thing I want to get eventually for bigger ship battles is auto turrets. Some people in the Freelancer community kind of look down on them because they're kind of like, why would you want that? You know, it's like cheating that you aimbot. The game is playing itself. But I think when you're playing like big ships, you shouldn't have to be like managing all your guns because it just doesn't make sense. It's gonna be silly. I hope that what we can do, some mods have been able to do it, I hope we can do it too, is be able to just go like Star Sector where it's like, okay, this weapon group is auto-firing. And you just counter over the AI targeting. Just let all your PD turrets be, you know, AI operated or something like that. And then you can just let the PD do its job. And your interaction there as a player is the loadout you select and the way you set up your groups, like Star Sector. And then you as a player can just focus on the big guns that matter, like whatever you choose, like the naval PPC. And in that way, you could focus on just doing, like, you know, the naval battles, you know, between you and the big ships, and leaving the PD to deal with the fighters. Might be cool. Battleships with shields gonna be nutty. Yeah, and players in charge of positioning. Yeah, that's the thing with Star Sector, is I always play Star Sector with auto guns on for pretty much all my guns, and I just focus on positioning. And I really enjoy playing the game that way, honestly. I prefer it. I think it's much more interesting that way. Okay, let's check this out. So I'm just gonna go to places where eagles spawn. I'm gonna see if this new one spawns naturally. And if so, I don't need to do anything else, really. Unless I want to change the weights at which they spawn. But let's just give this a try. Eagles don't spawn here, but that's fine. They do down here, I think. No eagle there. Falcons. No eagle. Gallia says, shields in a BB means lone fighters won't be able to hurt a BB, but a squad of them is going to mess up a BB bad. And that is also something I want to design for Gallius as well, is I don't want fighters to be irrelevant to caps, because as I keep saying, I don't want someone to just buy the biggest, baddest ship and be invulnerable. That's stupid. So just like with the Rhinos of the battleship, the way I'm planning to get around that is, yeah, a lone fighter probably, or a lone bomber probably can't take on a battleship by themselves, but I'm not going to rule it out. What I'm going to do is, what I've already done with the freighter shield, what I've already done with the frigate shield, is big size shields are going to get massively bigger in capacity, but they're not going to get much better than fighter regen is my plan. So the idea there is, one, theoretically, if the best fighter pilot in the world faced the stupidest scrub battleship commander, theoretically, with enough time, they could win. You know what I mean? Because they could get that shield down. I don't want to make it just like the numbers just say you could never get that shield down by giving it insane regen. The other interesting thing about that is as you get bigger ships, as you get bigger and bigger ships, it becomes less about Twitch reactive gameplay and more about strategy. You might have a shield on a battleship, or even a frigate, but you might have a shield on a battleship, for instance, that has, you know, like 5 million or 10 million shield, right? Absolutely tons. You know, that would last fighters wailing on it for ages. But once that shield goes low and every bit you lose off that shield, that is regenning really slow. Like, you start with 5 million shield, let's say, but you still regen it like a fighter does at, like, you know, 750 a second. That's going to take you fucking forever to get all your shield back. So in that kind of design, theoretically, it's less like fighter gameplay where, okay, shield's down, shield's back up, cool, 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 and it's more like, okay, like, this is our shield for, like, the next 10 minutes, right? And it's this very strategic thing where it's still this buffer, and it still can regen over time, but, like, the time scale of your engagements is very different. Like, you're at this much more slower, strategic pace scale, where every maneuver you make with how slow your ship's going to be, and every decision you make, and everything that scratches a bit of shield off you here and there is going to matter. And a good capital pilot is going to be very different to a fighter pilot, where it's going to be very strategic. You need to, like, think ahead, you need to plan, you need to be positioning right, you need to have good strategy, you know what I mean? Gallia says I'm going to offer a different idea. Go on. Yeah, what's your idea? That's just, I haven't got there yet, but that's an idea I've had for how I think I can balance them to be interesting. EMP torps. Yeah, that's a thing too. And that might be a thing that can coexist. I think I would still do the other thing though, because I just never want a situation, as silly as this sounds, I really just don't want a situation where you just can't kill someone. Even if it's like very unlikely, I want you to be able to threaten even the biggest ships if they're being dumb.
I'm taking on Freelancer Alpha.
Why are no eagles spawning here? Am I not in the right place? I'm pretty sure I let eagles spawn here now. Maybe I fucked up. Or maybe the thing I just changed fucked this up. Oh no, there's one. I was just getting unlucky. Okay, there's 20 SRM, so now I've got to keep looking until I see an eagle spawn with torps. This might not be the best field for it because they're not spawning much. There we go. SRM again. SRM. This might not work the way I hope. I might have to do it manually. Which would really suck because I have to like manually say, okay, like spawn a bomber here. That's not so bad because like sometimes I do want to be like spawn a bomber here, but in general it'd be nice to just be like, okay, like eagles can just randomly spawn us this shit. I can think of a way I can like elegantly fix this problem, but it's not a thing I'm gonna do right now. Come on, give me a torp. Just give me a torp just once. Give me a torp gamer. Oh fuck! Hang on, I know what I haven't done. I didn't add in the fashion props. Idiot, Beagle Rush. This is okay. I know why it's not spawning. I can fix this. So that file we were in before, fashion props, we're gonna go back there. I hope at least one person who watches these, like, happens to learn how to mod Freelancer through them, by the way. I try to talk through everything, even though I don't know that much. But I know more than most. So I haven't modded this game before. Maybe someone can watch these streams and be like, oh, now I get how to change that thing, because I saw him do it. Hopefully it's, like, useful for someone. But even if it's not, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. It's always nice. Data, I need to go to faction props again, so... yeah. That's why even though I don't show you my screen, I try to read out the file paths where I'm going to, so that like you can follow along with like what file I'm getting. So factionprop.ini. And we go to FCX. You can also see the file paths up here if you're desperate. Oh, I got rid of that. No, you can't. I need to fix that. My bad. My bad. Okay. Yeah, I might do an opposite thing to that Galaxy with the EMP torps, because you might have noticed so far that most missiles are not good, or they're at least worse against shields, and that's intentional, because I like the shields being like your grace period. I like it being like, until you get your shields down by fucking up or getting overwhelmed, you're not really vulnerable to the big hitters like autocannons and missiles. I might keep that the same for capitals. Like, they don't really need as much grace because it's such a strategic game, but I might still keep it that way so that, like, it's, like, different stages of the battle. Like, first of all, we need to get the shields down with, like, PPCs and naval cannons and stuff, or, like, you know, tons of other shit. And then we bring in the bombers once the shields are down. And battleship shields, like, the bigger the ship, the longer I'm gonna keep the shield down. So it'll be like, you know, battleship shields down, it's like, okay, you got, like, fucking 2 or 3 minutes before the shield comes back up. And then you bring in the bomber wing, you know? Gallia says, my thoughts on that is that realistically a light fighter should not be threatening the BB. Of course not, yeah. No, realistically, no, but, like, technically possible is what I aim for, even if it's, like, never gonna happen. But yeah, they won't go out of the way to target them. They should instead get a bomber or an anti-capital ship buddy to hunt the lone BB. During then, the light fighter can act more as a spotter. Yeah, sink the Bismarck shit, yeah. And eventually we want to have a system where we can disable components and shit. And then fighters, I've talked about this before, I won't talk about it again, but can, you know, disable components rather than taking out the ship itself. Faction props. So what we need to do is we need to add the ships. Every ship that gets spawned in the faction needs to be added here. And that is something I forgot to do, because I'm a silly Billy. So let's just grab this. Modding Freelancer is about getting used to the fact of, like, where is everything called from. Like, you'll look at one file and you'll, like, kind of get what's going on, but you won't know, like, where that file links to. Eventually, after you've done this long enough, you learn, okay, you do NPC... Okay, like, I want a new NPC. I would have taken hours to learn this the first time, but now I know, like, okay, I need to do a loadouts NPC, I need to do an NPC ship, I need to have it called in an encounter, and I need to have it listed in the faction's faction prop file. Once you get the hang of it, it's surprisingly simple, but until you get the hang of it, it's like, oh god, like, what the fuck do you do with this game? Okay, so that's good. Now it should actually be able to spawn, and hopefully it will. But I forgot to do that step, that's a very important step. I think Gallius, right, like, what you want to nail is, like, everyone wants to be the Luke Skywalkers, right? Like, everybody, when you're in the fighter, everyone wants to be the fucking Luke Skywalkers who's, like, firing the proton torpedo down the shaft and blowing up the Death Star. Like, it's the balance of making everyone have fun when you have a combined arms game. Everyone wants to be like the Y-Wings, who are, like, dropping their proton torpedoes and proton bombs and blowing up, like, the hyper laser turrets on the Death Star or Surface or on the Star Destroyers, right? People want to be like the A-Wing pilot who's, like, flying through the windshield of the Star Destroyer and blowing it up. You know, Gally says I hated those pilots in Elite Dangerous to Star Citizen. Tricky Hit says, doesn't sound like the game I work on. Yeah, I mean, you know, it makes sense, right? Just how it kind of works. Because the arrow in Star Citizen? What do you mean? Here, let's test this now. Hopefully it's working. We'll check it works in SP, then we'll check it in MP. Falcons. No Eagle. No Eagle. No Eagle. Hawk. Eagle. That's an SRMs, but don't hold out hope. Don't lose hope yet. Give it a moment. Might come good. Show me torps. Roll torps. Prove that you can, like, roll random loadouts without me having to do it manually. That'd be so cool. That'd be so elegant. It would be so much less work if the game worked that way. Come on, show me torpedoes. I believe you're gonna show me torpedoes. Come on, show me torpedoes. Powers of the Arrow and SC argue that they should be the counter to the Hammerhead, which is an anti-light fighter combo. Wait, what is the Arrow? Show me torps! No, it's not gonna work, is it? It's a light fighter. What? Why? Why? That sounds like the fighter that should get eaten for fucking breakfast by an anti-light fighter gunboat. That gunboat is gonna go fucking yum yum yum. Feed me that shit. Had a light fighter fucking meta for some time? I see. It's not gonna work this way. People who flew light fighters became monumentally entitled. Yeah, that makes sense. That's funny. Bro, I love the idea of ships like that, like anti-fighter, like picket, like gunboats and shit. That's so fun. Just roll them the fuck up with, like, yeah, I have like a big ship, but it's like Homeworld 2, like the anti-fighter corvettes. Roll up like, yeah, I've just got like a fucking quad-barreled like ZSU on the back. I got like Stinger missiles all over me. Like, I'm just here to eat you. I think that's great. But, you know, like, anything that shows up designed to kill big ships shows up and you're fucked. That's a cool balance, I like that. Show me a torpedo. No, this isn't gonna work this way. Damn it! What is it reloading? So every time I reload, it spawns a new encounter. I'm debugging right now. Is what I'm doing. I'm trying to get a thing to work, but it's not gonna work the way I want it to. Wait a minute. Am I stupid as I'm so fucking stupid. Kids, use your brain before you do things, unlike me. I know what's going wrong. I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb, you dumb fuck. You dumb fuck. Okay, yeah. Wait, 5, 6, 7, 8. Set that to 8. Once again, this is another reason it wasn't working. This might make it work. So now they're all going to be vets and elites and shit. I hadn't set the difficulty up to the difficulty level of the potentially spawning enemies. So that should be... Is that a rookie? That's a rookie. So that's not what we want. We don't want a rookie. Oh, I didn't propagate it either. Another dumb reason that wouldn't work. Let me propagate it to the actual game. There's a lot of like easy gotchas that if I like start fucking up my procedures, I'll just be sitting here and being like, why isn't it working? And it's like, yeah, because you're fucking stupid. It's taking me a little bit longer in this case because this is a thing I'm testing to see if it works. I don't know if the game works this way or not, and I want to see basically if I can just fill in loadouts and have the game pick from them randomly, or if the game only will accept one loadout per context. In this case, the context is a difficulty 8, which matters for where you're spawning them, a difficulty 8 very heavy fighter for the Xenos. I want to see if I can have multiple loadouts. Trickyhead says that also sounds like the game I work on. What game do you work on, Trickyhead, by the way? Okay, this is propagated. Let's try it. Yeah, rest assured, Gallius and Camelef, I like light fighters, but I like them for what they should be, which is fucking annoying little pieces of shit that die to a stiff breeze. Definitely don't want a light fighter meta, because that's fucking toxic. There's nothing more toxic than a light fighter meta. You can't hit me, you can't hit me, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Can't say it's an MMO, fair enough. Good luck. This may still not be working. In this mod, if you hit a light fighter with the Shredder autocannon, they die. And I think that's a good balance. You're still a fucking rookie. You're still a rookie. God. I am just not going about debugging this in a very smart way, am I? This is what I was saying at the start of the day. I need to, Fuck, what did I do? Oh my god, I wasn't even in the Git repo! I said I need to set up proper testing counters. I'm gonna do that after the day because I've wasted so much time in these, like, live fields, just wasting my time when really I should be working in a properly set up design environment. But I'm a lazy bitch, so I haven't set it up yet, and this is the result. I should do it, because you're gonna spend the time doing it anyway. You may as well do it to make something constructive and responsible, rather than just wasting your time because you haven't got the right design environment set up. Dumb beagle, but here we are. Okay, for the last time, this time I think I've got this set up properly to test it. He doesn't, it's gonna be something else. Gallia says, Light Fighter's main strength that I feel is that in numbers, you feel like bees are all over you and you just can't get them off you without a buddy's help. Yeah. You're just like surrounded by light fighters, they're like all next to your cockpit, you can't hit them and they're all asking you.
Joining the ranks of the radical left?
No, I totally get it, Tricky, it's all good. No, yeah, with light fighters, I want to have a role. It's always a hard balance, but, you know, their role, that's right, is to be, like, annoying interceptors. And they can have high firepower, but I've made their firepower dependent more on being at close range, is the idea. Like, you take the machine guns which are closer range, take the S-lasers which are closer range, and you get on someone's tail and you stay there. And you sting them over and over until they have to deal with you. The nice thing about Freelancer is you have engine kills, so no matter how toxic your light fighter pilots are, a heavier fighter only needs to do what Gallius was doing to me yesterday and just E-kill away, and now your agility advantage doesn't really matter anymore, which is cool. Okay, let's test this again. Hopefully this time it works. Hey, Kazalton, how are you? What sort of witchery is this? Freelancer. This time it's gonna work. Because this time... Navy Sigma. I forced to break up and try again when I E-kill. Exactly. So we kind of have some inbuilt protections against having a toxic light fighter meta already in that sense, which is nice. But also, like, a lot of balance and thought has to go into that. Because you have to let people have the light fighter fantasy of... That's the wrong one. Oh, I think I know something else that's broken about this. But you also don't want to let them be toxic to other people in PvP. Here we go. Rookie Nox, what the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, I've had enough of being a stupid idiot. I'm gonna go to Alamosa and try there. I finally decided I've had enough of being stupid. I'm just gonna go here. These are the ones we're gonna be checking, these vets. See LRMs, that's different. Bro, don't explode me. Ah. No torps. Ready to engage. Still not seeing any torps. Not familiar with this game? Freelancer? Yeah, it's sick. It's like the best space game ever. It's so good. Okay. I've had enough of this not working. I'm gonna make this work. I'm very sick of this not working. And I've wasted like way more time than I thought I would trying to get it to work. So now I'm going to force it to work. I'm going to go bum, 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 bum. You know what? I should have just done this from the start. But like I said, I'm a lazy bitch. We're going to have Zen Scouts. I want to make Zen Scouts toughness 8. And I'm going to go to Zen Scouts. I'm just going to temporarily change them. BMod. You know what, kids? This is a lesson. Do things the right way from the start. It will just save you time. I could have done it the right way from the start the whole time. I was lazy. I thought it would work being lazy. It did not. Just make this a very heavy fighter. So we're going to make it spawn. We're just going to get rid of the other shit. Bye-bye. This is just debugging. And that's literally all I have to do here, I think. Just spawn that. Boop. Like that. Just Control-Z them afterwards, but yeah, let's go. 2003 was like light years by 1997. Yeah. Open Universe Sandbox game. Yeah, it's a really good game, even for its time. And then with modding, it's like super, it's still like modern relevant. That's why I'm modding it. This is my best space game in the world right now. It's not nostalgia. It's just the best game. That's the reason I'm here. Jason says, Bigger Rush. Surely my hubris will not come back to bite me later. Narrator, but his hubris did come back to bite him. This stream isn't really educational for freelance development. It's just educational for, like, if you're doing any kind of development like this of any kind. It's just like a cautionary tale of, like, things not to do. to waste your time. It's like when you see the mobile game ads and it's like someone intentionally being bad at the game so that you buy the game and, like, do better than them. I'm like that, but for, like, developing things. I just do, like, all the bad habits. Oh, one of those games is just a beautiful canvas with sick mods. Yes, it's exactly like that. Yes, and has a beautiful community that keeps it relevant. You've hit the nail on the head, yes. Alright, this time if I don't get what I want, something's very wrong. We're going back to Cheyenne.
Reduce.
I've literally made it so it's the only thing that can spawn.
Scanning. Target.
Yep, there is the non-torp version.
Scanning. Target.
Non-torp version.
Scanning.
Non-torp version.